Assalamu alaikum everyone, welcome back to PHP tutorials. Today is our lecture number 16 and in today's class I'm going to teach you what is state management and what are cookies inside PHP. Okay, so let's start and have a look what we have today. The very first thing that we have to study is state management. So basically when we are creating a website, we navigate from one page to another page. We go from one page to the third page, or we go from any page to any page. Okay, so what will happen when you go to another page? The current state of the page will be vanished, okay, or is vanished, or the current state of the page is not saved. Let's say you are on an e-commerce site, okay, and you select some t-shirts or some shoes on your first page, and then you have navigated to another page. And then when you come back to the first page, you notice that your pant or your shirt or your t-shirt, whatever you have selected, is unselected, or it is not saved. Then it is a very hectic task for you to run such an e-commerce website. So basically this is the place where the concept of state management come into the context. So let's see the definition and let's see the description. Basically HTTP is a stateless protocol. So HTTP is not maintaining the state. Okay, this means that when you navigate away from the current page to another page, or you closes your current page, all the interactions will be lost. I hope it is clear up till now. The next thing, that is, we need something that can store our current progress on the page so that we can use cookies and sessions. So in this particular lecture I am going to teach you how can you create cookies, and then on the next lecture we'll see how can you create sessions and what is the difference between cookies and sessions. So this is for sessions. So this is a session for cookies. Alright, so the example is an e-commerce site. Okay, so I have already mentioned and I have already given the example. Now let's go and study further what more we have. Basically cookies are used to help maintain the state of the page. Furthermore, cookies are nothing but variables that store our data. Okay, and this is all the information we will have related to cookies. You cannot enter or insert a data more than 4 KB inside a cookie, and there can be only 20 cookies per domain when you are going to create cookies, and a browser can support, or a browser can store only 300 cookies at a time. That means if the 301th cookie will come, then the very first cookie will be cleared from the browser's cache. I hope it is clear up till now. So from the last point the browser can store, that means every client PC can be able to store cookies, and from here we can depict that cookies are created on the client's PCs. Okay, so cookies, whenever you talk about cookies are created on client's PCs. So it is beneficial as well as it is non-beneficial for some cases. Let's say if you are dealing with some passwords or credit card informations or some other solid information that you are not going to open it on the network, or you cannot move it openly on the network, or you cannot use it somewhere on a public PC, then cookies are the worst case to store some things, because cookies are stored on the client's PC. That means anybody who access that PC can be able to access the data inside that cookies. That means your usernames and the passwords and the credit card informations can also be accessed if you use cookies to store them. I hope it is clear to everyone that this is a disadvantage for cookies, that you cannot use sensitive information within cookies. So how to overcome that problem, we'll see in later classes. We'll use sessions for that, for sensitive information, but for small information like color selections or personalization or your product selections or your add to carts and the other things that you have, so you can use these things, such type of things, the small things you can use, create cookies to store such type of data. Okay, so let's go forward. What we have next, there are basically two types of cookies you can create inside PHP or any other web application. So the first one is the persistent cookie and the second one is the non-persistent cookie. Persistent cookie means a cookie that retains itself even after the browser will be closed, and the non-persistent cookie is a cookie that means this cookie will be terminated or vanished or wiped out when you close the browser. I hope it is clear to everyone. So there are basically two types of cookies. If you wish to maintain the cookie even after the browser is closed, then you use the persistent cookie, and if you do not wish to retain the cookie, then you use the non-persistent cookie. So non-persistent cookie will be deleted as you close the browser. I hope it is clear to everyone. Once the browser is open, it will retain itself until and unless the browser and the web application that you are running is open, and when you close that application and close the browser, the cookie will be deleted from the browser. I hope it is clear to everyone. So you might have seen on the big brand websites, whenever you open some websites like Nokia or Samsung or Apple or any other big website, you see they'll ask you, they'll inform you, they'll confirm you that we are using your cookies, or we are creating cookies, we are storing your cookies, and so on. So these type of messages you might have seen. So basically they were accessing your PC's IP address, or they are accessing your PC's name, and they are accessing your location and all that, and they store that things inside your PC and within the form of cookie. I hope it is clear to everyone. So let's perform the practical implementation of how can you create cookies in PHP. Let's start. Alright guys, so I have already created an HTML page, and I have already created here a PHP page. So what I wanted to do, let's create a text box and a label here within the form tag. Okay, and then here you can specify a label and close this label and give here a name, let's say, and then you have to specify BR tag, because right now I'm not using any CSS and any other styling, so, or any other bootstrap. So input type equals to submit, and then value is equals to, let's say, login. Just for example and explanatory purposes I'm creating this, and then that's it. And one more thing that you have to specify here is the input type equals to text, and then name equals to we have the name of the text box, let's say name text, and then close this, and then BR. So that's a simple UI that I have created right now. And if you go to the design, you can see simple name, login, and all that. Now the next step. The next step is to send the data to the PHP page. Okay, so let's go and come here on the PHP page. You do not need this, remove this right now. You can incorporate PHP and HTML together, no problem. So right now, to make it easy, I am just using PHP markup here. So $_name, sorry, $name is equals to $_post, and here I have to mention my variable name. And one more thing that I have to mention here is action, so that I wanted to navigate to that page. My page name is cookie example, so cookie example.php, and then the method that I'm going to use is post. I hope it is clear to everyone. So now after this, you have to specify the location where you have to send this data, and how you wanted to send this data, you have specified this as well. Okay, and now I have already demonstrated these things in the previous lectures. So let's come here and give here the name, that is this one, and inside double quotes right here this name, Control V. So what will happen when you press the submit button? This data will come here. Now you can check if I'm introducing one new function in front of you, that is this one, if is set. So this function is used to check whether the variable is empty or not, whether the thing that you are checking is empty or not. This variable, this function will check. This is the function of PHP, and if you write here $name, then what will happen? It will check whether the $name variable is empty or not. If it is not empty, then this if will continues, and if it is not empty, if it is empty, then this if will not run, and if it is not empty, then this if will run. I hope it is clear to everyone. So now if the value is there inside the name variable, then what you can do, you can create a cookie. So how can you create a cookie? It's very simple. Set cookie. Set cookie is the method by which you can create the cookie. So look, as I have opened the round bracket, it asks me to please enter the name of my cookie. Okay, so what name I wanted to give to my cookie? Let's say name cookie. That's my cookie. And now what it is asking me? It is asking me to provide the value of the cookie. So the value of the cookie, I wanted to store my name that I have taken from my HTML page. So that's my name. That's it. So the rest of the parameters that you are looking at, that's the expiry, that's the path, that's the domain, that's the secure, and that's the HTTP only, are optional parameters. If you close your bracket from this point, it's fine. You have just created a non-persistent cookie. That means it will remain until and unless the browser is open. Simple. Okay, so it's a very simple way to create a cookie. So after executing, after this code will be executed, a cookie will be created on your browser in your PC with the name cookie. I hope it is clear to everyone. Now, when the cookie is created, what do you want it to do? You want it to navigate somewhere. Let us create a new page. Let us go and create a new page, and select, let's say, HTML page. No, PHP page. Let me select, and then HTML5, and then create. So that's my another PHP page. So page is the name of my page, and I have saved it. And now inside the body, what I am doing, I am opening my PHP markers. No problem whether HTML exists or not. Now here, what you can do? Here you can write if is set, and now you wanted to access your cookie. Now here on this page you wanted to access your cookie. So how can you access your cookie? It's simple. You write here $_cookie and then round brackets, and then the name of the cookie should come here. So what is the name of my cookie? The name of my cookie is this one. So that's it. So again I have used isSet function. That means if the cookie is there, then you come inside, else you do not come inside. If the cookie is inside this one, then what you can do, you can write here echo and write here inside h1 tag, h1 close, and write here welcome, and then the name of the cookie is $_. You can put inside a variable, let's say name equals to $_cookie of, and here you can specify the cookie name, that is name cookie, and then you can specify $name here. I hope it is clear to everyone. First you have taken the value from the cookie, then you have displayed it, and then if the value is not there inside the cookie, then what you can do, you can simply redirect your page to this page, to this page, home page. So how can you redirect? We have a function in PHP with the name header. With the help of this function, you can be able to redirect from your current page. So you can use this location and then the name of the page, that is home.html. So here I wanted to relocate if my cookie is not existing. I hope it is clear to everyone. Okay, let me tell you once again what I have done. The very first page is this page. Those who are lost the track, let me first repeat it again. So that's my first page. Okay, you open this page as the first page, and you see what on the page? You see this thing on the page. Then you provide your name on the page or whatever data you on the page, and then you click on the login button. When you click on the login button, you'll go to this page, that is cookie example. So when you come on the cookie example, what you are doing, you are simply receiving the data, storing inside the name variable, and then checking that whether the name exists or not, and then setting a cookie. And then when you are setting a cookie, what you are doing? You are moving, or you are navigating where to that page. Which page? Your page.php. So here you can write location :page.php. So if the cookie is created, then you will navigate to your page.php page. Otherwise you will be navigated to that page again. So multiple validations are there. So copy and then paste, and then here you can specify your first page, that is your home.html. So if you directly come without giving the name, then you again redirect to this home. I hope it is clear to everyone. So now let's check what is the result of this. So let's start from this HTML page. So preview in Chrome. Okay, so right, and preview in Chrome. Let's see what is the result. So guys, my page is now loaded. Look, if I do not enter anything, look, you cannot, it gives me an error that you cannot use the function here. Okay, no problem, I will correct that. Let me give you a name, Ali Raza, and then login. It's saying that there is some problem. Okay, what's the problem? You cannot use is set on the result of a function call. Okay, let me check it. I'm going on this page and okay, it should not be used here. Okay, no problem. Let me remove this. Let me remove this also. So simple on this page, the cookie will be created, and now let's see what is the result. Come here and then go back and then refresh, and now give here a name and then log in. It's still saying that you cannot use. Okay, so the problem is you cannot directly use the $_cookie retrieval procedure here within the is set. So what you can do, you can first retrieve your data from the cookie. Let me write here like this, and then instead of this $_cookie, you can directly mention here the name of the cookie. Okay, that is $name. So remove this and you can write here the variable name, that is name. Simple. So instead of this, I have used an indirect approach within this is set. Now it's fine, and you can use the same as well on this page also. So that was the misunderstanding that was happened. No problem. Now it's fine. Let us see what is the result. Save it and then go to your home HTML and then Chrome. So the first name that I am going to pass here is this login, and then you can see as I am redirected to my page.php page. Okay, now to validate this, that this is correct or the cookie is created, let us open this page directly, page.php. Okay, and press enter. So you can see your cookie is now created. That's why the data is coming from that cookie. Now what you can do, you can close the browser and you can open the browser again without running this page, and let's see what will happen. Okay, so here you paste your again that URL, the direct home page. When you click here, you can see you are navigated to your login page or whatever page you have created. Why? Because the cookie is not created. Okay, let me make that particular page code again. The isSet function here on this page, press Ctrl Z. Okay, now it's fine, and let us see whether it's working or not. Let's see what is the problem. If it's set, no, there is no problem. See, now let's go to the home page and then start again and see whether it works or not. So if I press blank, so look, it is working now. It is working now. So if I do not enter anything, it is redirecting me towards my login page again. I hope it is clear to everyone. Why? Because if this name that is coming from the text box is empty, you have checked that if the name is empty, then redirect to the home page again, and if the name is not empty, then set the cookie and redirect to your page.php, and on page.php you have checked whether the cookie is there or not. So I hope it is clear to everyone, and this is the security feature. Let me share with you one more time. So copy this code, close this, open the browser again. Okay, so my first page is the page name is home. So let's say if I directly go to this page, which page? The cookie example page. Okay, so let us write that name on the browser, cookie example.php. If you directly go on this page, look, you are directed to your home page. Okay, if you directly go to your page.php, you are redirected to your home page. I hope it is clear to everyone. So that's the benefit of state management. Once the state is managed, let me show you how. Once you have created the cookie, look, now on the page.php you are looking welcome Ali Raza, and likewise when you close the browser and open it again, I have already mentioned that the cookie will be destroyed. This is the non-persistent cookie. Now if you want to create a persistent cookie, how can you create a persistent cookie? It's very simple. You just create or provide the expiry date. Okay, an expiry date should be, let's say, from current time from this method you will get the current time of the system, and then you can plus, let's say 60, okay, 60 seconds. Okay, so if instead of 60, let me write here 10 seconds or 20 seconds, they're enough. Now what will happen, this cookie will remain in the PC or the browser even after the browser will be closed for 20 seconds, and after 20 seconds it will be destroyed. So it's a persistent cookie now. So save it, and now let's go to the home page and start the Chrome browser and see the changes inside the behavior of the cookie. Alright, so let us give here a name Ali Raza, and now you have copied this, go to the new tab and paste this. It is working. Close this, and browser should, you open the browser again, okay, and the cookie is now created, okay, and the 20-second timer is started. Let me open the browser again. So paste it, and again you can see after 20 seconds it will be redirected. So because I am in the recording mode, so you cannot see the actual effect, how it is working and how it is not. So you can check by yourself manually that after 20 seconds it will be finished or terminated, whatever you can say. Let me try it once again. Okay, copy it, close it, and start the browser and check. Actually the problem is my browser is getting a little bit slow, that's why. I'm waiting for browser to open. Okay, now you can see it is redirecting, so we have to check the time method, and we have to use the get method also. So here you just provide the time, how much delay you wanted to put inside your cookie, and then you will see the changes. Okay, alright guys, so one more thing that I must mention in the last of this video, that is let me write here, let me check this functionality on another browser, because my Chrome browser is not functioning as it should be. So let us open this example in the Internet Explorer, okay, and see what is the result, is the cookie is persisting or not. So let us come here and then let us provide a name, let's say Ali, and then login. So look, the data is redirected, the cookie is created, and you can paste it and see it is working. Now close your browser, close all tabs, open an Internet Explorer again, and then stop it, and then specify your URL, and you can see within 20 seconds when I have closed or opened the browser. So you can increase the time, you can make days and months or weeks, whatever you wish to. So the by default time is in seconds. I hope it is clear to everyone that how can you create cookies, how can you create a non-persistent cookie, how can you create a persistent cookie. And one last thing, that is, if you wanted to expire or vanish or delete your cookie, simple, from your current time go backward, because the time that is passed will not come again. So just subtract the value or any number of seconds or any number of minutes from your current time, your cookie will be automatically deleted from the browser. I hope it is clear to everyone. So that's all for today. Hope you have understood how cookies are working. In the next lecture we'll see how sessions will play the role inside state management. So thank you so much. If you do not understand anything, please do write me. Take care. Allah Hafiz.